I went shopping at the Goodwill bins today and got everything in this bag for $6.83 plus tax. Are you ready to see what I got? Let's get started. Lately, I've been loving the bins so much because you can get stuff for so cheap, and it's so exciting because you never know exactly what you're going to find. Most of all, I went today to source for my booth at the Majestic Turnaround, and most of the things I found I'm going to be reselling there. So let's jump right into the haul. I found this adorable Santa Claus. I've seen him before, and I think he was attached to something, and I'm pretty sure I have the exact same one. So I'm going to be putting this in my booth either in July if I decide to do a Christmas in July, or December. Well, I'll probably put it in November sometime. So isn't he just darling? Look at his little face. Next, I found these two pictures separately, but they were pretty close to each other. First, I found Mona Lisa, and then I found this guy, and I looked up his name and I promptly forgot it because I've never heard of him. So I'll put it here or somewhere on the screen so you can see. And I would love to know if you've ever heard of him. I think almost everybody's probably heard of Mona Lisa. These were both made in Hong Kong. They're the same frames. On the back they say number 608, made in Hong Kong. I don't know if it'll pick up on that, but it's right below where you hang it, right about here. I think those will do good in my booth for some reason. And I don't know if somebody might buy the frames just for the frames, might buy these for just using the frames. So we'll see about that. And then this, I just kept finding these. These are these little booklets, and they're called Cheer. And then at the bottom it says I can't read it for sure what the font is, but it looks like a C, the series, CERES Supply Company Inc. Oh yeah, to the left there it shows. So I'm correct on the font, on the spelling. And then it says Feed Manufacturers Farm Supplies, Massillon, Ohio, which is very close to Canton. And these are just darling. They were little booklets, I'm assuming, that were put out for free by this feed manufacturer and farm supply company. So they have little poems and little stories and puzzles, and then cartoons. They're just super, super cute. And I love the covers. So this one is dated July of 1967. And I think that it would be cute to put in my booth around July, like the 4th of July. I'll just show you a couple of the other covers that I really liked. Of course, the Christmas one. And that was from the year I was born, 1964. I think that's really cute. And this one too. This one was from 1966 for Christmas. And look at this one from February of 1968. Aren't they just darling? So I did have them check for me how much those were. So I had no idea how much they would weigh, and it was $1.03 before tax for all of these. So I will lay these out and put a clip in like I often do for anybody who's interested in seeing them all. Here's all the cheer booklets that I got. I have them all laid out. There's 21 of them. I'll just briefly go over them so you can see the covers. I think this one's really cool. Just love the graphics on these. This one doesn't seem to fit with the graphics of the other ones, but it's cute. I love the Christmas ones especially. And this one for 4th of July, and this one for Valentine's Day. That one's really cute too for spring. And this one looks kind of 70s, but it's not. It's 69? 68. That one has some marker on it, unfortunately. This was something I was shocked to find. It's the mom, which as a grown-up now, I think she looks way older than a mom. She's definitely not a young mother. Maybe she's grandma, I don't know. But I remember having her in my Fisher Price house as being the mom. And these are not real common to find. These are from the 1969 version of the Fisher Price Little People house. So I will be putting that in my booth because I already have at least one of them. I kept finding these rusty jingle bells. I just think these are so pretty, or not pretty, but rustic. I don't know, they just speak to me. I love rusty stuff. So I think there's another one around here somewhere, and I just like laying them around in my decor. All right, this was a very unique item. It appears to be handmade, and it appears to me like it's made of an old pill bottle. See the lid? And this was before child safety lid, so I'm imagining this is vintage itself, homemade vintage. And it looks like there's a cotton ball and a little angel in there, and then some rickrack glued around it. I just thought it was very clever, a good use of materials, very crafty, and very vintage. So I will put that in my booth at Christmas time. This item I think is really cool. It's a little scoop, and inside it says bean, B-E-A-N, and then it looks like 340. So I think someone will scoop that up because why not? It's so cute. And then I have always loved the look of old spools. Look at these, how cute they are. Now this thread was caught up on something else, and I kept trying to reel it in, and finally I just had to yank it because, as you may know, when you're in the bins, things get all tangled up. This says Star Mercerized Will Boil, $4.92, American Thread Company. So here's the one side, and here's the other side, and it's green. And I probably will try to sell these in my booth. I think they're darling. This one says Belding Corticelli, 275 yards. Color, it has a number there, size 50. I don't know what's in the middle here. I don't know if that's supposed to be there or if somebody just stuck that in there. It doesn't make any sense to me. And so I didn't give you a good look at the top. And then there's the bottom. The next thing I found, oh, here's another bell. There's three. The next thing I found was a whole bag full of these little figurines, and I will give you a sampling of them. I was looking at them. There's one guy that's broken, and the bottom of him says Time We or Me. I can't read the font again. Time We or Time Me Toys. There's two E's. Aurora. I can't pick up if it's Aurora, Illinois or what, but it says toys. This little guy had an accident. Lost part of his hand / arm. So I won't be selling him, but the other ones that I found, a lot of them say made in China, but they look old. So here's an example. They're blue, green, red, and just a couple yellow, I think. And there are some Indian figurines. There's another Indian one. Look at that one. So I can lay these all out for you. This one's cool. And give you a look at them all. Oh, here's an airplane too. So I will be open to suggestions as to how to sell these in my booth, but I think I'll probably divide them up into sets and then price them individually as sets. But I'm open to suggestions. Have you ever sold anything like that? Let me know. I have all these figurines laid out here. There's 60 of them in total. So I kind of put them in categories. So up at the top are all the cowboys, and I put the like ones together so you could see them. Some of them are alike in the same pose, and then they're different colors. And then there's the Indians. And then there's these. I don't really know what these are. Sword fighters, or, well, these two appear to be pirates, maybe. I don't know what those are supposed to be. And then this one is the only one that's not broken, that's this size. See, he's bigger than the other ones. Whoops, so that one's unique. And then this one is smaller than the other ones. So he's unique also. And then there's these 3 random airplanes. And then a pig. And then these 2 are broken. This guy's missing part of his arm, and this one's missing the hook because he's like this one. Well, there's 2 of those actually. So if you know anything about these, I would love to know where they came from or anything about them that you know, or how you would recommend I sell them. I'm thinking about making sets of the like ones. So let me know in the comments below what you think. All right, this was something that cost me a penny a sheet. Look at these stickers, how cute they are. They're the same exact ones. On the back it says Angel Buddies Ready Stick. They were from the year 2000 from Standard Publishing, Cincinnati, Ohio. And I love stickers. I like to put them on my mail. I still do the old-fashioned mail, so that's a lot of fun. And then I always look for swizzle sticks, or as I've been known to call them in my videos, swizzler sticks or Twizzler sticks. But these are really cute. Again, I can lay them out and show you. But the main one, well, not the main one, but the cutest one, I think, is this one. And it says Alameda Plaza Hotel. And then I thought these were really unique. There's 3 colors, red, white, and blue, and they're like a key. So I will lay those out and show them to you. And these just cost me pennies, and I'll be able to put those into sets and sell them. So here's all the swizzle sticks. There's 9 of the white keys, 4 of the blue keys, 5 of the red keys. I'm sorry, 4 of the red keys. This is what I was getting to, 5. I knew there was 5 of something. The ones that say Alameda or Alameda Plaza Hotel. And then this one is Dockside Seafood Company. Is that VI for Virgin Islands maybe? I don't know. That's a unique one. And then there's this spoon one. It says Old Tailor on the front. So there's a look at all of them. This is a silly pickup, but there was a whole bag full of vintage looking napkins. Well, I'm sure this one is vintage, and you don't see this nowadays, but inside there's also a pattern, and on the back, and it looks like there's some rust or something on the back there, but I just thought this was really cute, and I was thinking, I have a clipboard that I like to put things up on, or I have a couple clipboards. Maybe I could put that up on a clipboard and display it for Halloween. Super cute. There were other ones in a baggie. They were all in a baggie together, like maybe somebody just had leftovers of certain napkins. And I almost bought the whole bag, but I didn't. I just picked out my favorite one. That probably cost nothing. Next, I have some 3x5 cards, which I love to use for all kinds of things. And the price tag on these are from a local store here in Canton, Ohio. I don't know if they're all over or not, called Ben Franklin. And it was a fun store to go to as a kid to get candy, and they have all kinds of things. So they're originally marked 69 cents, and I think when I weighed these, just for curiosity, because I wasn't sure if I was going to really save any money by buying these at the bins, they came out to 50 some cents. So I did pick those up because I use a lot of them. Now this, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to purchase or not because it is in such bad shape. But it's very, very cool. There is some writing in it, and I will show you the date. It's 1937, and I just love the look of it. And then if you look inside, it has the spelling words for the different years of school. And there is some writing in there as well. Like for example, here's second year, second half. And they're all divided by what you should learn in the time of the year and what school year you're in. So I'm going to put that in my booth and hope to sell. Now, here's a little tip for when you go to the bins. Make sure you separate out the stuff that is a different price. I'm going to look at my receipt here. I paid $1.59 a pound, but I forgot to separate this out, and I didn't overpay by a whole lot, but I did overpay. It should have been 75 cents because it's a book, and I paid a little bit over $1 just because I forgot to separate it out. So that's a little tip when you're going to the bins. This is super cute. It looks like it's never been used. And I would imagine somebody might buy this just to hang up in their kitchen because it's so adorable. I always love to find vintage recipe cards, and these are super cute. They say at the top, here's what's cooking, serves with a line for how many it serves, and recipe from the kitchen of. Aren't they sweet? I will probably tie these with some type of ribbon, or what's the name of that stuff I have? It's the brown plain. Whenever you make a video, your words just leave you, but it's the string that's brown and it's real rugged looking, so I might tie it up with that. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments below. This last item, I am not sure if I'm keeping myself or if I'm going to put in my booth to sell, because if you know me at all, you know I love red pickup trucks, and bonus points if they have a Christmas tree in the back. And it's a bottle brush tree. So this was in a little bit of bent up shape when I found it, and I had to do a little cosmetic work on the bumper and the tires and putting them back into place. So I may end up keeping that, but I think it would be cute to sell as well. Now that's my haul, my whole haul, and I'm going to see if I have a favorite today. It's going to be hard. I think I might have to go with these because I just think these are so fun, and of course I'm going to look at them before I sell them. And I also was thrilled to find this because the little people of this era are not easy to find. So that's probably it for my favorites. I also have just a couple little tips I wanted to share with you in addition to the one I shared about. Make sure to separate your stuff out. When you go to the bins, you know, you can go for a quick little trip or you can stay there all day, but make sure you have time to really dig. And if you get there and only get to stay for a half hour, you might be frustrated because they do change the bins out at my bins anyway every half hour. Now some of them don't, and some of them don't change that often if they do change. But find out what the rules are so you know what you're doing. And then I also want to encourage you to look for practical items. I'm always looking for things like this that I can use. And make sure when you're looking at the bins, you don't just look on the surface. All of your little small things, like I found these and this and these, they were way on the bottom of the bins. So make sure you're not just scanning the surface because you're going to miss a lot of the really cool finds. And then I also encourage you always, wherever you're shopping, to shop year-round. Even if it's not Christmas anytime soon, I'm still always going to pick up vintage Christmas, especially when it's pennies on the dollar. Just something personal that I like to do is wear a crossover purse that I can keep safe right by me, and I would never leave it in my cart with my back turned. And just be courteous and have fun. It is a blast, and I love going to the bin so much right now because of the prices, like I mentioned earlier. Everywhere else, they're just getting outrageous. And I know that I can go to the bins and look at all this stuff I got that I showed you for, with tax, it ended up being $7.27. And that was even for that book that I overpaid for. Looking around, I see an item that I missed. Now, I did almost pass these up. I do not think these are vintage, and I did find 3 of them. Actually, these don't exactly match, but I don't care myself. I like the eclectic look. They do not say made in India on the bottom, which all of mine that I have at home do, that are the real brass. But I thought that they were super cute, and down at the Majestic, I've sold every single brass candlestick I've put in my booths, and a lot of people look for them right now for weddings. So the next thing I'm going to be on the hunt for is candles, and I want to put a couple cute candles in them. I have been thinking along that way lately anyway, because I have 2 pair of candlesticks and they really don't show up without the candles in. So that's going to be something that I'm going to continue to look for. And I have found a lot of candles at the bins. All right, so that's going to do it for my haul today. I would love to know what your favorite item or items are. And do you shop the bins? And if you haven't, are you going to try it? Because I think you'll love it. And if you go the first time and hate it, don't give up, because it's a little overwhelming. And my last bonus tip is make sure to take some type of protection for your hands. I always wear gloves. They don't have to be anything special. I just wear the cotton gloves with the grippers on, and I wash them after I'm done with my trip. All right, I hope these tips helped you out. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.